Robert Richman can take you on a virtual experience you'll never forget.
But we've got the man, the myth, the legend. I read your book. I don't read a ton of books because I don't have a lot of time, but it was almost like reading a blueprint for how Avant's going to be in the next 10 years. So I'm so thrilled to introduce you, Robert Richman, to our audience. Thank you so much for coming on.
We became known for being a top 10 place to work. Also, being #1 in customer service according to American Express's own customers. Behind that is the culture that drives it. Because I found that the problems that every company has is different, but the solutions tend to be the same. And I'm going to be sharing with you those secrets behind that innovation. I've shared them with some of the best companies all around the world. I was traveling all around the world, speaking to them about it. And I put that into my book, The Culture Blueprint, The Guide to the High Performance Workplace. First, I want to tell you that you're more important than you know. Your role in customer service is actually bigger than you know. You drive the results. I saw Richard Branson and found out that he made a habit while running Virgin to read through customer complaint after customer complaint. He would actually read it and love it and enjoy it. And he made a practice of it. And the reason he said was because when they're handing me over what's not working, they're handing me over the innovation. They're saying, this is what you need to fix. And I don't need an R&D lab. I don't need people in a room. I've got it being handed to me exactly what I need to do. And he knew that the worst thing that can happen is when customers go away and don't say anything and they just leave and we don't find these things out. Frustrations drive revenue. The customer call center, it's not just a source of problem solving, it actually drives revenue. Thinking about that customer experience before it happens, all those things going into it, what's their journey with you and what happens afterward, and of course there's interesting drama in between, otherwise we'd get bored and go do a different job. So you are a story designer and storyteller. That's how important you are to the customer experience. Culture itself is a network. It's people. They're all around, and it starts to look like a computer network if you see the way everybody's connected and talking to each other. So if it's like a computer network, I thought, a lot of people get overwhelmed by culture and think, oh my God, this is huge. What do I do with it? But if we think about it as a computer network, then we can ask that question, who is the most powerful agent in a computer network? And I realized the answer is this. It is the hacker. The hacker is somebody, they don't even have an ID, they don't have a badge, they can't get in, yet they get in and they make a whole big amount of change. So what if we could learn from hackers about how to hack our systems and our culture for the better?
Growth is the new thing, and if you're not growing now, then you're kind of dying, right?
Yeah, so I was surprised as many others were that I don't get calls from bad cultures. I just don't. I only get calls from great cultures that want to become amazing, because if you think about it, anybody who's the best never settles. They never get to 10 because they're constantly reinventing and re-improving themselves. And they simply get that, oh wow, at the end of the day, it's people doing this. And what is driving people, what is creating the behaviors and all things they're doing? It's culture.